Hello and welcome back to the Knotted Needle. My name is Ellen and this Christmas edition is about socks. And no, I didn't knit this entire stack myself. Nancy lent it to me. Thank you, Nancy, because she knits them all the time and has them going all the time. I like knitting socks, but I don't knit them as fast as Nancy does. So we're going to start out plain Jane sock. Very basic recipe. You can make that with anything. So again, plain Jane, beautiful grays, lovely blues, nice taupes, a little pop of red. Not sure why you'd want cream colored socks hand knit, but you know. These ones are squishy. Anzula. So any of those would be beautiful plain Jane socks. However, you take the plain Jane sock recipe and you add self-striping yarn, not so plain Jane anymore. And again, plain Jane. Socks that aren't plain, but it's because the yarn does the work for you. And we have lots of those. We have Perfect that will do that and get you two of exactly the same sock if you read the directions. It works because I've done it with this one exactly for my daughter. We have the self-striping version, and Nancy's look like this. She did put ribbing all the way down those, which you can do. But plain Jane looks like that. And again, like that. And you can keep going like that. So if you learn and understand the architecture for socks, you can do all sorts of different things with the same numbers, unless your feet grow, with the same information. You can make all of these beautiful things and the information doesn't change, just the way that you use it does. So whether you're knitting on plain or patterned, it really doesn't matter. You're just using that numbering system for your size feet. I know that, I don't remember what Nancy said, but she has her pattern in her head. She doesn't even have to look it up anymore. And she's been knitting these for a very long time. So she knits for what she likes. Again, this is the Perfect. And then she did a beautiful little lace pattern here. All the same numbers, you're just playing with the things that go in them. So when I've taught sock classes, I have done, I've had requests for toe up and top down. Nancy knits her socks top down. So the one that I use for teaching top down is Kate Atherley's Basic Ribbed Sock. It's top down on Ravelry. It's free. She's a very reputable designer, so it's a good pattern. The other one that I use teaching toe up, one of them is by Amy Singer. It's called Autopilot Recipe, or Autopilot Sock, and that is $3.50. She is the editor of Knitty.com. And then the other one that I use teaching toe up is All the Math by Helena Brestow. So there are some good reputable sock patterns that are very basic. Then you can play with whether it's toe up, top down, what kind of heel you want to use, eye of the partridge, short rows, fish lips, kiss heel, all sorts of funky things, afterthoughts. I did a pair of socks once called Tintern Abbey by Brenda Dane, And I specifically did that pattern because it had elements that I didn't know anything about. I understood the basic construction of a sock, but these were new things that I didn't know how to do. So while I still had that picture in my head, I was still learning something new, and I made a really cool pair of socks for my mom. So these are, again, things that are, once you understand what you're doing and whether you've done the turning of the heel toe up or top down, and you're reading the directions going, I don't understand. I don't get this. Gosh, this is really stupid. Why am I doing this again? And then you finally turn it and you look at it and go, oh, I get it. It's that aha moment that you finally go, oh, right, that makes sense now. And you can totally see the cup where your heel fits, whether you're doing it down or up. And it really does work. And the first time I did it, I read it out loud to myself going, this is dumb. This is really stupid. And then it worked. And I went, oh, and never complained about it again. So you can use that very same plain Jane sock recipe and make some really beautiful gifts with just a little bit of math and a little bit of understanding about how it works. The other thing, and this might blow you away, I've not done this yet, but when you're all done, I usually end up with a little egg-sized ball left, no matter who I'm making socks for. And what do you do with those? Do you throw them away? Do you keep them? I don't know. Lots of people have made advent calendar kinds of things and switched with their friends. You can do that too. There's a bunch of recipes and patterns for scrappy socks, but this really takes the cake. It's called Sock Opus. It is by Michelle Hunter. She is Knit Pearl Hunter. So this is a reputable pattern, and she used up all of her sock leftovers to make herself a pair of tights. And I want to do this someday. I don't have the guts to do it right now, but I think it would be fun and a cool way to use up all the leftover bits and scraps of all these beautiful, fun things that we have. And we have lots and lots and lots and lots of sock yarn. So don't be shy. If you don't know how to do it, we can certainly help you and get you on the right path. Nancy was even nice enough to lend me some of her books. Again, Nancy Bush has published lots of sock patterns. I didn't talk about her. This is Kate Atherley. This is Wendy Johnson, Cookie A. There's a whole bunch of designers that just do socks. Hunter Hammerson. This is the Favorite Socks compilation book from Interweave. So there's lots of other things that you could do, and lots of options for you. And if you'd like to come and squish and squeeze and touch all of the yarn, please come visit us. We're open to the public from 1 to 4, Wednesday through Saturday. If you would prefer to make an appointment, you're welcome to do that as well. You can just give us a call at 313-886-2828. Next time.